guys, welcome to my channel Blend by Neesh. Thank you so much for tuning in. So a couple of days ago on my Instagram, I put up a poll asking you guys which celebrity inspired makeup tutorial you guys wanted to see, and it was quite a close call. It was between Deepika Padukone and Priyanka Chopra, and Priyanka Chopra won. So this is the look that I am going to be recreating today. It's this very like sultry, sexy, smoked out Kajal with nude lips kind of look. This is my version of it. So I hope you guys like this tutorial and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with moisturizer first. I'm going to be using Emolene. This is like my favorite moisturizer and I've mentioned this several times on my videos before. So just going to lather my face in moisturizer. Okay, so moving on to primer, I'm going to be using the Shiseido Base Refining Primer. This particular primer has a bit of a pinkish tint to it, so I wouldn't recommend it to anyone with a skin tone that's a little deeper or darker than mine. The idea of having a pinkish tint to a primer is essentially that it acts as a bit of a color corrector and that it brightens up the face a little bit. But anyone with a slightly darker skin tone or much darker skin tone than mine, I don't think this pink would blend in as much. So I know it looks a little bit whitish on my face, but once I'm done kind of blending it into my skin, it'll even out. Okay, so now moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using the Loreal. Okay, moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade 150. And I'm also going to be mixing it a little bit with my MAC Stroke Cream in the shade Pink Light. Just going to mix that up. So I'm going to move on to concealer next, and I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the shade Medium Beige, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. I'm going to put some on top of my eyelids as well, around my mouth. And I'm also going to use it to spot conceal my annoying acne. Set my face, I'm going to be using the Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush and put it all over my face. I'm not going to put too much powder because I don't want to lose the luminosity and the glow that my skin has right now. So moving on to eyebrows next. Now PC's eyebrows didn't look like defined and sharp. They kind of looked voluminous and fluffy, so I'm going to be using an eyeshadow, a dark brown, almost blackish eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm also going to try and kind of fan it out a little bit so that it doesn't look stark and sharp. So moving on to her eye look. Now as you can see, this is a very like Kajal heavy black sort of eye look, but I can't actually see the eyeshadow that she has on. I've tried looking for other photographs of this particular look, but I couldn't find anywhere I could actually see her eyeshadow. So I'm going to create a super simple eyeshadow look just to go with this so that you guys can copy that as well. So I'm going to go in with a matte brown eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with this one right here, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. And now I'm just going to take a lighter brown like this one, almost like a mustardy shade, into my crease to act like the transition color. Now we're going to move on to the star of the show, which is basically her black kajal and her liner, which is kind of going to give that smoky, blacky effect that she has going on. So for that, I'm going to be using the Nykaa Rock the Line Kajal. This is the first time I'm going to be using this kajal, so let's see how it goes. I'm going to line my upper eyelid with this kajal. I'm not going to be too precise because it's going to be smoked out anyway. So I'm just kind of roughly drawing a line as close to the lash line as I can. This kajal is so soft. Wow. So I've just drawn a thin line on top, and before it kind of dries down and settles in, I'm going to take a small brush like this and just smudge it and blend it out so it's not so harsh and it's more of like a smoked out black line. And now I'm gonna do the same thing to my lower lash line as well. Wow, I literally normally never wear any kajal at all, so I'm just not used to seeing so much blackness around my eye, but we're gonna go with it. And she also had some kajal on her waterline as well. So I'm gonna use the same brown from before and just kind of use it on a little pencil brush like this and just smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and then go in with some mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara. So here goes. Okay, so that's our eyes done. I'm definitely not used to having such a loud, heavy kajal intensive look, but I'm trying something new for the first time, so let's just go with it. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer to just kind of clean up and brighten up this part of my face again, because I feel like putting the amount of kajal that is there in this look has kind of made my face look a little dull. So I'm just gonna go in to just kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna take my NYX what is it called? Highlight and Contour Pro palette. So this palette is one of my absolute go-tos because it has a row of highlighters on top and contour and bronzing powders at the bottom. I'm gonna use this yellow shade here, which is kind of like a banana powder, and I'm gonna use that to just set the brightening concealer that I've put under my eye. Okay, now moving on to bronzer.
Why am I incapable of saying bronzer and contour together?
Okay, moving on to bronzer. PC's skin looked like it was quite bronzed. I don't know if you guys can tell. So I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna use this warm toned bronzer here, the first one, and I'm just gonna bronze up the high points of my face, which is essentially where the sun hits your face naturally. I love what bronzer can do to your skin. Like, I just love how sort of like healthy it makes your skin look. I'm gonna go in next with this shade here just to give it a very light contour. And along the sides of my nose, because we all know PC's nose looks snatched. Take my blender and just kind of blend everything in so we don't have such harsh lines. Okay, and finally moving on to blush, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush palette. That's what it looks like, and I'm gonna take a mixture of this shade and this shade because I think that's gonna give me like a very natural peachy sort of tone, and Priyanka's face didn't look like it had a lot of blush on it. It just kind of had like a very natural peachy tint to it. So that's what I'm gonna go for. To highlight my face, I'm gonna be using my MAC Hyper Real Glow palette, and I'm gonna go in with this last shade here. I'm also going to take some on this small brush and put it under my brow bone just to give that a bit of a pop, as well as in my inner corner just a tiny bit. Okay, and lastly I'm going to move on to lips. Now Priyanka had a very proper brownish nude on her lips. So to create that kind of a lipstick look, I'm going to be mixing two of my favorite lipsticks. One of them is MAC's Matte Taupe. It's pretty much over, so I'm gonna have to use my fingers. I just want to use it to kind of stain my lips a little bit. over that with Huda Beauty Bombshell. And here it is, this is the final result. I hope you guys like the way this look has turned out. It's definitely very different for me because I'm not used to wearing kajal at all normally. So this is quite a different look. But I hope you guys have liked it and I hope you're going to try it out. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought, as well as which celebrity inspired makeup tutorial you guys want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so that you get updates from my channel. I will see you guys next time. Bye.